Alright guys, we're back. I'm Roger, I'm Street Level Critic, and I'm here to do a non-spoiler review of Avengers Endgame. Since I can't get into the deep depths of what the movie was and what's going on in spoiler talk, I just want to give an overall consensus of what I thought of the film, my experience in seeing it, and just some side thoughts that I've had about the whole thing. If you want to see more and you want to come back for a spoiler, full-blown, all-out discussion about it, subscribe to the channel. I do trailer reviews, Game of Thrones reviews, and all kinds of things. So, ready to get into it. You've been warned. Non-spoilers. Don't worry about it. You can watch it, no problem. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so for starters, I just want to touch up on one thing. If you see me looking here, it's because I'm putting a bunch of trailers to play just so I can have something to look at if I forget or if I get distracted, because I'm all over the place with this movie. I want to just focus. So if you see me there, I'll be playing it for you guys to watch trailers and stuff, but I'm not watching anything or reacting to it. So while I'm on the subject of trailers, I want to touch on the fact that Avengers Endgame, and for a bunch of these Marvel movies now, Marvel and Disney MCU, they've been tricking us in the trailers. They put stuff that's not there. They change the way things look completely. They put actors in there that are not there, or vice versa. They take people out from scenes that were they supposed to be there, and I don't know how I feel about that. One of my favorite things to do for a long time, I don't even remember how many years now, but ever since QuickTime came out, where you can download a trailer and look at scenes at trailers scene by scene, shot by shot, literally go through and see the minutia of it, stare at things. I've always enjoyed that. I've always loved looking at it and seeing and being maybe predict things or break it down, and it's just fun to me seeing it, especially when there's stuff that you're hyped up about and you can just watch it over and over again and just break it down. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do, or used to be, because now with this thing added to the world of trailers, where's it gonna go? Where's the trailers history gonna go? Where is it gonna lead us to? Because this is something that's changed the whole way that we see movies. It's good in a way because after seeing the movie, I'm like, wow, I didn't see that coming, or that was something of a surprise. That was different in the trailer. But at the same time, we're being deceived or tricked. So I don't know. It's a good thing and a bad thing. What do you guys think? Let me know, because I want to know how you feel. I'm still up in the air about it. I like it. I love it. I hate it. I'm not sure what I feel. But anyways, so that's one thing I wanted to comment on, because there was a lot in the trailer that was very different in the movie. And for this one, I can say I was happy about it. I'm very happy about it. So overall, great movie. Loved it. I gave it a very high score. If I can remember, I'll put the score at the end of my review of what I gave it. If not, I'll put it down here somewhere. I don't know, whatever. You blink it so you can see. But the Russo brothers, man, they did their thing. Really good movie. Fun, funny, a lot of action, obviously a lot of heart, a lot of heart-wrenching, deep moments. I didn't cry, but man, I was emotionally and feeling it. But the reasons I didn't cry was because I'm seeing it in a packed house, like packed theater, every seat, and some of the people next to me, it was so quiet. There were scenes where it was so quiet that you would, like, nobody was breathing. That's why I liked seeing things on opening night or opening weekend, because the people that go are either the hardcore fans or just people that want to get it over with and see it. And for the most part, those people aren't rowdy and disrespectful. They're respectful of what they see because they're into it. So when there were scenes that were quiet, there wasn't nobody yelling funny things out. Everyone was quiet, and that just takes me out of it. But it's so quiet that I'm painted like, wow, it's so quiet in here, guys. You can't even whisper. You can't say nothing. You have to just focus and be quiet. So that's what my brain was thinking during those scenes, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that was distracting. But man, the action in this was incredible. The acting in this was incredible. So just one overall, I want to touch up. I put 5 posters up here on my screen so I can look at it and just touch on these characters. My favorite character in the MCU, always from the beginning, Captain America. Not the beginning because he wasn't in Iron Man, but I'm saying from the beginning, from the first time he hit the screen, That's my favorite. He is my favorite. Winter Soldier is by far my favorite. I'm gonna have to reorder the list now, or at least take a look at it again, now that Infinity War and Endgame has been out, because ever since there, Winter Soldier was my favorite. That was my favorite movie, and that has kind of changed my viewing on all movies. Almost every movie now, when I watch, I'm like, oh, I wish it was more like the Winter Soldier, or that could have been more Winter Soldier like, because Winter Soldier had the perfect balance, in my opinion, of serious, funny, fun, action, uh, things that were like a threat, like a true threat. Those things were all in that movie. And this one has been maybe the closest one to reach that peak of having everything, emotions, sadness, happiness, all that stuff. And wow, man, they really, really wrapped it up. And he was amazing in it. There was scenes that he acted his ass off. There were scenes that we finally get to see. I can't say that. Just things that you get to see Captain America do that we've always been wanting. And I wasn't even knowing or thinking that I wanted, and I got it in this one. Who else do I have here? I have Iron Man. Might as well go to the next one. Also incredible. I think a little bit of that Robert Downey Jr. I'm a star, I need to shine thing was in this film, because there was stuff about surrounding his character that were like could have been differently done, but overall I liked it. He did a splendid job. And the third one, Thor. There wasn't much of Thor in the trailers. There was that one scene of him catching the hammer in front of Captain Marvel, but man, they hid so much of what he did in this movie. And at first it was jarring, because it's so how do I say, it's so extreme, or awesome, or different. But I got used to it in the end, and I like what they did overall. I'm very excited to see maybe what they could have done differently, but I don't know. I gotta keep it vague, guys. Come on. What else? Here I have Black Widow. Man, she finally got her due. I mean, in all these movies, ever since they introduced her in Iron Man 2, I've loved her. And she's been the backbone. She's been in the original Avengers team. And they've introduced a lot of other female characters. But her, man, she really got to shine all throughout these movies. She's been amazing. And I'm really excited that she got to do what she did in this film. And last but not least, I want to touch on Captain Marvel, because the drastic difference of when, remember in Civil War when Spider-Man was in that movie versus what he was in Homecoming, it was so different. Just the way they treated him and acting and action was very different. And I was wanting to see what the difference between the Captain Marvel movie that just came out and Avengers, how she would be treated. Because I'm just gonna be honest, I wasn't that much of a fan of how she was in that movie and how it acted and she acted. And I wanted to see where they were going to take her in this one. And yeah, the Russo's brothers just are better with almost, can be better with almost anybody. I hope they keep on making movies in the MCU and see maybe what other characters they can take in from other movies and make them better or more exciting, or just take a different take on them a little bit, because you can't change them completely. So overall, I'm really happy with the movie. I cannot wait to see it again. I want to see it on IMAX, because I saw it on a regular big screen 3D, and it was really good. But I know they shot more of it on IMAX, and I'm excited to see it on the big screen. I want to know, and I want to put out a spoiler review, do a long reaction, talking, discussion, just breaking everything down all in the open. But I want to know what you think. Did you like the movie? Did you see it yet? If not, when are you going to go see it? Let me know down in the comments. Give me a 1 through 10. And before I do that, before I finish, I gave it a 9.8. Very high praise for me. Not flawless, because there are a few things in there that, there was a lot of things actually that are issues. But as I say a lot of times, if I'm getting so much good, the bad, it gets kind of outweighed. I'm like, okay, the bad is fine if I can get this much good. And this movie was this much good and then some. So I gave it a 9.8. Very good movie. Very excited to see where the MCU goes now that all this has happened. So Comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you thought. Catch you guys on the next one. Até a próxima. Peace.